Hello students, I am always excited to meet you in our maths lessons. Today we are going to continue with some practice examples. So please, as always, kindly like and subscribe to the videos on the YouTube channel. Now, straight to business. Let's start. So you remember that in a previous lesson, we learned about how to deal with the rationalization of sets where the denominator has two expressions, right? So with this particular video or this particular lesson, we want to practice more, especially with the example on the board. It says that express, or it's trying to tell us to rationalize the expression 7 divided by 2 plus the square root of 5. 7 divided by 2 plus the square root of 5. In which form? In the form a plus b square root of c. So please, if you see a question of this form in the WASSCE examinations, do not be scared. Just follow us through this lesson and we'll explain. So this question, you can see that it is telling you to express your answer in the form a plus b square root of c. What does that mean? They want you to express your final answer exactly as you are seeing a plus b square root of c. Again, you're saying that if you see this question in a WASSCE examination or any other examination, and you see that they tell you to express it in the form a plus b root c, all you need to do is to rationalize the expression in the same manner as we do previously. Then your final answer, you write it in the same manner as a plus b square root of c. So the answer that you get, you make sure that it is in the same format as you are seeing a plus b square root of c. So we are going to use the same method, the same ways as we are rationalizing a denominator that has two separate expressions. So what do we normally do? We normally change the denominator and find the conjugate set. So when we see positive or plus, what will be the conjugate? What will be the conjugate? Yes, negative. So this means that we write our full expression, the denominator, that is 2 plus square root of 5. And then what do? We find the conjugate of that denominator, and it's going to be 2 minus square root of 5. So our conjugate set is 2 minus square root of 5. Yes, so that is it. So now focus on what we are having. 2 minus square root of 5. What do? We multiply the denominator, the numerator, and then the denominator by that, right? So let's do that. So our solution is going to be 7 divided by 2 plus square root of 5. Then we multiply by the conjugate set, 2 minus square root of 5 divided by 2 minus square root of 5. So students, please never forget, okay, never forget that if you have the denominator being positive, you have the conjugate set being negative. So that is the same thing you are seeing with what we have on the board. 2 minus square root of 5, multiplying both the numerator and the denominator. So what do we do next? So we multiply, right? So let's see that. So we are going to have 7 multiplying 2 minus square root of 5 divided by the expression 2 plus square root of 5 multiplying the expression 2 minus square root of 5. So we are multiplying the expressions. Now 7 multiplied by 2, that's what you are going to do first. Now 7 multiplied by 2, what would the answer be? Do you have? So our answer is 14. Yes, 14. So we multiply 7 by minus square root of 5. And then what would the answer be? Remember that the number outside the square root sign is minus 1. Multiplying 7 will give us minus 7 square root of 5. So let's write that as well. Minus 7 square root of 5 divided by. So with the numerator we are done. Now let's move on to the denominator. So with the denominator we have 2 multiplying 2. So we are going to have 4, right? So 4 will be our answer. Then 2 again, multiplying the other expression, which is minus square root of 5. And we are going to have minus 2 square root of 5. So let's write that as well. Minus 2 square root of 5. Then we move on to the next one, which is square root of 5 multiplying the other expression. So again, we have 1 outside the square root sign, multiplying 2, and that's going to give us plus 2 square root of 5. But you see that it is positive multiplying positive, and that is why we have plus there. So let's write that. So plus 2 square root of 5. Now the last one, square root of 5 multiplying minus square root of 5. Remember, the minus there makes the whole expression minus. So we are going to have minus square root of 5 raised the power 2. You remember that when we have the square root sign and then the power 2, what do? It cancels out. So that's what we are going to do as well. So the power and then the square root sign cancel out. Again, we have, you can see we have minus 2 square root of 5 and then plus 2 square root of 5. They are the same, but then we have negative and then positive. So what does it become? Yes, the answer becomes 0. You are right. The answer becomes 0. So we are going to write 0. So we are going to end up having 14 minus square root of 5, all divided by 4 minus 0 minus 5. Now, what do we do next? So we subtract the denominator. 4 minus 5, or 4 minus 5, and the answer will give us -1, because 4 subtracting it from -5, we will get -1. So we are going to have 14 minus 7 square root of 5 divided by -1. Again, we continue, and then we are going to have 14 divided by -1 minus 7 square root of 5 divided by -1. So that is how we are able to separate them. So we know that the negative affects the 14, and that is why it becomes -14 divided by 1. And then we are going to have that answer to be -14. So the denominator is also -1. So the both of the numerator being negative and then the denominator being negative, the negatives cancel out and it becomes positive. So we are going to end up having plus 7 square root of 5. Now our final answer is going to be -14 plus square root of 5. -14 plus 7 square root of 5. So this is the right answer. Now are we done? No. The question says we should express it in a form a plus b square root of c. So let's do that. So we are going to have a plus b square root of c, and when we compare, but you remember, what would a be and what would b be and what would c be? So we are comparing our final answer with the expression a plus b square root of c, and we are going to see that comparing that, we are going to have a to be -14. So a is equals -14. B would be, yes, b would be equal to 7 plus 7. B will be equal to 7. Then our C, what would that be as well? Square root of 5? No. Our C will be 5. Yes, 5. Because we see that the number under the square root sign is 5 and it corresponds to C. So that is exactly what we are going to write. So the answer is 5. So C equals 5. So this means that now our answer is perfect. We've been able to answer the question correctly. So that is how you would work it. Your final answer must always correspond to a plus b square root of c. That is how to solve it. So in today's practice lesson, we've gotten to see how, when WASSCE question given in the form, express your answer in the form a plus b square root of c is solved. As always, I'm happy that you've been able to follow this particular lesson well. I wish to meet you in our next class again. Bye.